When your Sceptre monitor shows a blank screen or signal issues via HDMI, systematic troubleshooting is essential. Let's start by understanding the three key components of any HDMI connection. The first component is the HDMI port, the physical connection point on both your monitor and source device. Second is the HDMI cable itself, which transmits data and supports various standards. Third is the input signal, the digital audio and video data stream from your device. Here's the back of a typical Sceptre monitor showing various HDMI ports. Notice the different HDMI versions, 1.4 and 2.0, each supporting different maximum refresh rates and resolutions. Research shows that faulty HDMI cables are responsible for 30 to 40% of connection issues. Loose connections and incorrect input source selection are also frequent culprits. This close-up shows an HDMI connector with its characteristic gold pins. Physical damage to these pins or the connector housing is a common cause of connection failures. Begin troubleshooting with a complete power cycle. Disconnect all cables, hold the power button for 30 seconds to discharge any residual power, then reconnect everything. Next, verify your HDMI cable by testing with a known working one. Inspect the cable for physical damage, bent connectors, or wear that could interrupt the signal. Finally, confirm the correct input source on your monitor. Use the input or source button to cycle through all available inputs, allowing 10 to 15 seconds for each input to be detected. This diagram shows how multiple HDMI inputs connect to the monitor's input board. Each input must be properly selected and detected for the signal to display correctly. These three basic diagnostic steps resolve the majority of HDMI connection issues. Following this systematic approach will help you identify whether the problem is hardware-related or simply a configuration issue. When basic troubleshooting steps fail to resolve your Sceptre monitor HDMI issues, these advanced solutions can help restore your connection. First, optimize your display resolution and refresh rate. Start with the baseline setting of 1920 by 1080 pixels at 60 Hz. Then gradually adjust to find the optimal configuration for your setup. Next, update your graphics card drivers. Whether you have NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel graphics, keeping drivers current is essential for proper HDMI functionality. Don't forget to check the Sceptre website for monitor firmware updates. These updates can resolve compatibility issues and improve HDMI performance. If you're still experiencing issues, consider HDCP conflicts. Try disabling HDCP in your graphics settings or test with non-protected content to isolate the problem. Prevention is key to avoiding future HDMI issues. Following these best practices will significantly reduce the likelihood of connection problems. Update your graphics drivers monthly. Regular updates ensure compatibility with the latest software and resolve known issues before they affect your system. Invest in certified high-speed HDMI cables and handle them gently. Quality cables have 60% fewer failures, and proper handling prevents physical damage to connectors. Finally, power cycle your monitor weekly for heavy users and maintain a clean, stable environment. These simple practices will keep your Sceptre monitor running reliably for years to come.